Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video for you that I've been meaning to do for a while. I wanted to do a financial plan, and I actually had someone message me on Facebook and ask me to do one because she was a single mom and she didn't know how I could afford to color my hair and afford nice things because she wasn't able to do that. At that time, I posted a status asking you guys if you had any questions or whatever, and then I got some feedback from that status and that people were worried about me sharing information, so then I kind of just held off on making the video and didn't really want to. And then recently, Keely and Cadence made a video, and Keely actually told how much she makes and how much her bills are and everything, and then that re-inspired me to make this video because she shared her information and she wasn't overly concerned about it. There is some things I'm not going to share exact amounts on mine, but I did want to share this video because the way I organize my money is a weird system and it works for me and maybe it'll work for other people. So pretty much I have 3 bank accounts, and one of them is in a different bank so that I can't touch it at all, and then one is my checkings account, and then one is my savings account that I can't access from my card, but I don't actually really save any money in it, and then the other account is actually my savings account. So in my savings account, I get the tax credits deposited into that account every month, and I don't know about other countries like the States or Australia or England or anywhere like that, but in Canada you get checks every month for children under 6, universal baby bonus for under 6, you get a child tax until they're 18, I'm pretty sure, and then I also get a small disability tax credit for Hannah. Child tax is based off your income, and pretty much everybody gets it unless you make too much money, and it's based upon per children. So because I have 2 children, I get $571, and then for Hannah's disability benefit, I get $229, and then for the universal baby bonus, you get $100 per kid, so I get $200 a month. So that equals out to $1,000 a month, or pretty much $1,000 a month. I've rounded it to $1,000. I don't really remember if it's just 1,000 in my head or the math or whatever, but it's $1,000 a month. And from that $1,000, I pay my bills. I don't pay my rent out of that money, but I pay the cable and everything like that. So I have a cell phone bill, which is around $125. Cable is $140, and it could be less, but we have a faster internet because it just really sucks with all the baby monitor, so it's a little bit more expensive than it needs to be. My car insurance is around $120. We have another bill that's like $60 a month. So roughly what's left over from that $1,000 is $555. So in the second bank account, I get child support, and I get the money I make working as a hairdresser, and I get paid every 2 weeks, so roughly I get 2 paychecks a month. So I really don't want to share how much child support I get a month because I don't think DB would be very happy with me sharing that, and I also don't really want to say exactly how much I make a month because I don't want DB, or I don't really want some people to know that. It's not really that big of a deal, you could probably figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my amount I make roughly and the amount of child support I get minus my rent. So I'm not going to tell you how much rent I pay, but I do live in low-income housing, so it isn't an extreme amount, but I don't really want to share how much my rent is. I also don't want other people to find out how much my rent is, so I'm just doing vague amounts. So child support plus my wage minus rent, I roughly have around $900. With the $900, I buy food and gas, and I'd say we probably spend around $400 for food and $80 for gas, unless if we have to go to Victoria or somewhere for an appointment. So that leaves me with $420 left for the month. So each month, all of my money, I actually get paid my child support and my tax credits at the same time in the month, and it's not even at the first, it's like the 20th of the month. Every month I get paid on the 20th, pretty much. There are a couple days difference, but pretty much I get all my money at once. So what I do is I spend all the money in the checkings account on groceries and gas and whatever, and then once it's I don't know, the first week of the next month or whatever, if I'm low on money, or maybe it's a week later or whatever, then I transfer money from my savings account to my checkings account, and I try to only transfer $200 of the $500 over because I like to save money a month, so I don't transfer the money from my savings account to my actual savings account in a different bank account until I get the money from the following month. So then that way I know okay, we made it through the month, this is how much money you have left over, you can save it. So usually around the first or second the second or third week, I guess, of the month, I don't know, somewhere in there, I am transferring $200 into my checkings account so I have more money to spend on food or activities or whatever. So into the third bank account, I transfer at least $200 to $300 a month. Having this bank account is how I've been able to afford my couches, or how I've been able to afford a van and then a car, then how I've been able to afford like Hailey's bed or anything that comes up. That's my bank account, my go-to bank account. So I make sure that I'm always saving and always putting money into that account. That's the only reason I've been able to afford anything. Some months do change, like every couple months I do a big grocery haul and then that'll be like $200 or more a month. So $200 from the that I have left over in the month is kind of a lot. I only do that every couple months. I color my hair myself, so it's probably like $100 for all my supplies and it lasts me like a year or more. Like I think it lasts me more than a year. So when you really think about it, $100 in a salon, it's actually more than $100 and that's what I'm paying to color my hair. It is a pain in the butt for me to color my hair, but I do it and I love my hair and it's pretty cheap when you think about it that way. People ask me how I afford nice things, and I just said it is because I save. Like my car, I had everything saved. I bought my car and then I sold my van privately, so the money I saved from that I put back into my savings account. Anytime I get big sums of money, like if I got my back pay and child support, or I get a big tax credit paycheck because they were back paying me for something, or if we get every 3 months we get an extra tax credit, which I forgot to add. I can't remember what it's called, GST I think. Every time I get that, I put it into my savings account. So then every time I get any extra money, I always put it into my savings account. So that's how my bank account actually like grows and like replenishes itself, because my couch was like $1,000, which isn't like that much money, but when you're thinking about how I'm only saving $200 to $300 a month, that's a lot of money. And my car, I'm not going to say how much my car was, but that was like, that emptied my bank account for sure. Yeah, that's how I'm able to afford things. It's not like I extra budget. I buy clothes when we need them or when they're on sale. I love clearance shopping. It's not like I have to keep on. It's not like I feel like we're ever hard on money, obviously, because if I was hard on money, I wouldn't be saving money. I don't know. I don't think that like we could afford to go on trips and that we're like really well off, and it's not like I want to put them in dance where I have to stress out about it's like pretty much $40 a dance class or whatever it is. That's how we do it. It's not really a system, but I really like my 3 bank account thing that I have going on, and that I guess is a system. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.